Okay, I am starting the recording. This is a new ambassador training, and I just want to welcome all of you that decided to log on tonight because you logged in just because you want to either learn more, or sorry, I'm trying to do two different things at one time, or you want to be able to duplicate and train your team. And like Quana said, that she was on last Sunday. She said, for me, every time I learn something new. So, even if you learn two or three things, or, learn how to say something better, and I'm still learning myself, and flip things up all the time. But I do know for a fact that when you take action, action kills any kind of fear of success, fear of failure, fear of your rejection, fear of whatever. You just have to take some action and get started. All right, so I'm going to share my screen and start this little PowerPoint. Hang on. All right. So I basically kind of broke down like what a new ambassador needs. And that is, hang on just a second. I'm trying to, hang on, sorry. I've got to see at least a few of y'all. If I don't see some, it was just Crystal. And if she stops looking at me, then I just got to see a few. All right. So anyway, I kind of broke this down in my head, like everything that I've learned, every, thing that I've kind of organized. Like I feel like there's 5 things you need when you're starting as a new ambassador. One of them is, the first thing is, for your ambassador to know their why. That is, a why that makes you cry, something that they need to write down, they need to express to their level one, to their sponsor. And, and it's something to look back on, whether it's you're having a bad day or a good day. So if you're having a bad day, you've got to remember why you started. If you ever feel like quitting, because we've all been there, that why that's so powerful, that when your feet hit the floor every single day, that's what keeps you moving on. And then on good days, we're going to look at our why and we're just going to give thanks and we're going to just dream bigger. And guys, your whys can change all the time, because I promise you, when I started this, I never thought that I would be able to be a stay-at-home mom. And, I know that Braden is 15 and it's taken, I never even got to have that chance with Bryce. But the fact that, in 4 months that I will be able to be a stay-at-home mom is just unbelievable. And when I started this, I had no idea. My why was to get my products cheaper and, to lose a little weight, and that just maybe, I could get my products paid for. My whys just kept evolving, and now I'm dreaming even bigger. So just always think about what you can be doing. I think that vision boards are huge. I have, taken down, things on my vision board, some things that Braden put on there, Maui and the car and all of that stuff. And my favorite thing that's on the vision board is right in front of me is I want to remember that no one is going to make my dreams come for me. It's my job to get up every day and work toward the things that are deepest in my heart. That's my why, y'all. And to enjoy every step of the journey, rather than wishing I was already where I wanted to end up and be. So I love that, because, so many of us sometimes are, wanting to be at the next level, or wanting to be here, and wanting, just enjoy the journey. This is fun, it really, really is. And so just enjoy what you're doing, the moment that you're in, every struggle that you're in. I tell Quana all the time, just about raising kids, because I have one that is 21 years old. The struggles and things that you're in now, they're really not struggles. It makes you who you are. And, it just, when they get bigger, it's harder, so just enjoy every single second of it. All right, the second thing that you need to do as a new ambassador is to, start with goals. That's the very first step, is turning the invisible, like how you're going to get there, into the visible. And so, with setting goals, that could be going to silver, emerald, whatever. You got to set your goal. You got to make a plan, get to work, stick to it, and then reach that goal. And then you start it all over again. And so before you even write down your goals, you should be closing your eyes and envisioning where you see yourself in a year. And if you see yourself in a year being, ruby or senior gold or emerald, then you need to, at that point, set a SMART goal, which SMART goals are specific goals, how you're going to get to Emerald by this time next year or whatever your goal is. They need to be measurable. They need to be attainable. They need to be realistic, and they have to be time limited. So you need to just set a month on there. Put it where you can see it. And guys, if you don't reach it, that's okay. That's not failure. Look at where you've came from to where you are now. You're not where you were when you started. So you are reaching goals. Okay. So, you know, it's good to set goals with your new ambassadors. So say, you know, if they're a brand new ambassador, you want their goal to be to become silver. Their very first goal really should be to have 500 PV. And PV stands for personal volume. And that is by getting customers, and that is by your own order as well. So with new ambassadors, I like to, you know, talk about their why, setting their goals. That's including getting to know their back office, them doing that themselves, attending Zooms and trainings and meetings and three-way calls if we can, joining Plexus Power Tools, logging on to the Plexus Learning Center, just every chance they get. Stephanie and I have just, you know, when we first got started, we really didn't have Zoom trainings and things like that. And we have you know, both of us have between a 30 to 45-minute commute one way to work every day. And we just listened to calls. We found YouTube videos. We didn't watch them while we were driving, but we just listened to them. And that's kind of how we learned. And basically those YouTube videos from Sonia Dudley or Sarah Marble, and there's so many others out there now, they made those videos because they took the time to personally grow and started reading books. And I didn't really have time to do that. My time was in the car. And so I was listening to Eric Worre, GoPro, and, you know, just learning about network marketing, learning about the products, learning about the compensation plan. So I can't stress how important that is for a new ambassador to be doing that. You can learn so much. But again, setting the goal to 500 PV every month. And what your PV is orders from retail, preferred customers, or yourself. So if honestly, I don't know about y'all, but I don't even tell anybody about retail ordering. It's just silly, especially with the new back office, and they can change their order and cancel their order. When someone says, what do I need to do to order? I tell them you go to Shop Plexus, click preferred, and, you know, with a preferred customer order, they get a cheaper price to begin with. So why would we want to send them down retail? You tell them that it preferred means auto ship, but that at any time they can go online and just turn their auto ship off and cancel it. It's so easy. There's no need to call. There's no need to email. You just turn off their backup order. And after their third order, they get another 10% discount. So it's almost like ambassador pricing. Now, some people want to know right off the bat, what is the cheapest way I can order it? And then I say, well, you know, you can be a wholesale customer, or you can be an ambassador that, you know, wants to share Plexus. And that costs you $34.95. And you will go to my website and click Join Plexus. And then you will be able to get all your products. But, you know, it doesn't have a 60-day money-back guarantee like the preferred customer does. But if you're sure that's the route you want to go, then let's do it. So, you know, your preferred customers and your new ambassadors, you need to treat them like they're your VIPs. Your preferred customers hopefully are going to be your new ambassadors. So, you know, another goal for, you know, a new ambassador is to share the business opportunity. So, you know, some people need to do that right off the bat. We'll talk about it in just a moment when you talk to people about, you know, trying to just ask them questions, you know, so that they know that you care about them. But, you know, find out what it is they're interested in. You know, are they most interested in, you know, losing weight, or, you know, are they most interested in just getting healthy, or are they, you know, a little interested in the business and making money as well? So, you know, that would depend on how you would, you know, approach, you know, being an ambassador. So that's setting goals. So the first thing was your why, and the second thing was setting goals. The third thing that I feel like an ambassador needs to do right off the bat is making a list of 100. Guys, I cannot stress to you how amazing this success spiral that we got in our success kit, it's called the Success Guide, is. It's as good as a, you know, as a personal growth book. I read through this. It is amazing. I learned new things. I learned new things to help train my ambassadors. It is amazing, and I'm so excited that all new ambassadors get the starting. I think it was this weekend. Actually, down there below where it says Frank's, that was actually a paper from the Success Kit where they have, the F at the top. So Frank's is an acronym to remind you of all the people in your life. So F stands for friends. Guys, these are friends that you've gone to church with, that you went to high school with, that you went to college with, that you were in weddings, people that you work with. Our relatives, your aunts, your uncles and cousins, do not discriminate. They may just need the products. A is for acquaintances. These are people like your hairdresser and your massage therapist, your accountants, doctors, your nail tech. N is for your neighborhood. Of course, that would be your neighbors themselves, your postman, your babysitters, things like that. K, kids. Oh my gosh, kids connections. This is huge. We're talking about their classmates, parents, their teachers, their principals, their coaches, and we're talking about your dogs are our kids too, right? Their veterinarians, the groomers. There are so many people that come into your life because of your kids. And then S is service organizations such as clubs and chamber of commerce. And guys, you can just Google a memory jogger. That's what this paper is over here, and it will help you just when you think you can't come up with any more names. Just watch, the name. Just read the names on that memory jogger, and so many will come to mind. And just every time that you meet someone, I'm getting better at this. This was really hard for me to remember, but now when I meet someone, I try to make a connection with them right then. I'm like, let me friend you on Facebook. And that's all you do. You don't even have to mention Plexus the first time you talk to them. Just say, hey, let me friend you on Facebook. Guess what? They're going to see your newsfeed, and they're going to realize, oh, she sells Plexus. What is this stuff she does? Okay. All right. So the fourth thing leading right into that, that I tell a new ambassador that I feel is very important for them is to just dive into social media. Sharing on social media for a new ambassador should be, no, that's not true. Not just a new ambassador, for all of us. It should be like a personal line from your diary every day. So I've really, been looking back on some Time Hop post of mine. Some of my posts are better than others. Some of my posts right now are better than others. And I notice that when it comes from me, like the picture of the girl drinking the Big Coke Zero, I got more comments and more likes on that than I did when I'm copying and pasting and stealing someone's post. You need to be really careful when you copy and paste and steal someone's post too. Like if Stephanie has a great post, you can click over there on the top right and you can click save it. And I'll do it, but I'm not going to do it right now because Steffi and I have a lot of mutual friends. So it looks like we're copying and pasting and advertising. So in my opinion, if you can't come up with something on your own that you haven't seen in the, news feed in a while, then just, go back to your Time Hop, go back to your own post. I posted some things. I'm like, dang, that was good, and, but, just be careful because when you copy and paste, and I know that's all that we see in our news feed, but if you are copying and pasting from someone that has lots of mutual friends, then it really does look like people are just trying to sell Plexus. You're not really sharing it from the heart, even though some of those posts have some amazing information. And there's been times where, I'm just like, I've got to have a post. I've got to, take a post. But most of my posts that have been the most beneficial have been ones, and Krista and I were talking about this today, where we actually got online and started Googling, the benefits of gut health or the benefits of magnesium, and we made our own post. We just have to make sure that, of course, they're compliant. But, the three types of posts are personal posts, and that's what I'm talking about, posts from the heart. Any little thing. Of course, testimonies that you can share with others, and educational post. And that's what kind of what I was talking about just a moment ago, about just getting online and just Googling, level blood sugars. Guys, it is amazing. You're doing two things. First of all, you're trying to get a good Facebook post, but the second thing is you are learning. And that is where I learned so much about level blood sugars. That's where I learned that level blood sugars even help a hangover. I had no idea, that had anything to do with that. It's crazy. I mean, I don't advertise that, but if I know somebody has a hangover, I'll tell them you should have, drank a Slim the night before you went to bed. Anyway, the moment that you advertise Plexus on your personal page, though, guys, it becomes your business page. And so you have to be careful what you post. Today, it was the funniest thing. Chris and I we were on the patio, and I had just said before we started this that we were going furniture shopping, and we had a couple of drinks before we went into like this overwhelming shopping day. And it was the funniest thing. We're like, oh my gosh, move the, alcohol out of the picture, because we don't want anybody to see, alcohol in the picture. And I've got mirrored shades on, and you can see it in my mirrored shades after we posted it, so we tried. But anyway, you just gotta make sure that your Facebook, is, kind of represents, the perfect life, and I did that way before Plexus. I'm really cautious about posting anything negative or griping about anything on Facebook, just because, you don't like reading that from other people, and I just don't. And, the reason that I have a picture of a goldfish up on this page is, for a couple of reasons. One, just to take the leap out on social media. I think that was the number one thing we were all most scared of, is posting on Facebook, thinking we were going to lose some friends. Guys, if I've lost friends, I don't even know who they were. I mean, they're gone. I mean, they obviously weren't my friends to begin with if I'm going to lose them over posting on Facebook. But I mean, the last time I checked my friends list, it has just gone up and up and up since I started Plexus. And I can honestly say that some of those are truly my real friends. And then the other reason for the picture of the goldfish is the attention span of a goldfish is 9 seconds. The attention span for a person is 8.25 seconds. So your posts need to, grab someone's attention right then. That's why personal posts are the best, because people want to know about you. Now, there's all of these different, social media. I need to add, Snapchat on there. I don't have enough storage on my phone to even get Snapchat. Anyway, but that is a huge thing right now with a lot of people with Snapchat. But you've got Instagram, Google Plus, all of that. Those are all ways to, just get the word out that you are a Plexus ambassador and you have products that are helping people. Ask also on your Facebook post, try to make post not always Plexus. Post a picture of your kids or something that you're doing. And, it's amazing how many likes you'll get on a personal, just your own post, not about Plexus. People are like, thank God she's not posting Plexus today, and just make sure your Plexus posts are compliant. And then also wish your friends happy birthday, because, Facebook is all about relationships, and Plexus is also all about relationships. So I just think it's important to keep connecting with your non-Plexus peeps as much as possible. All right. The one thing I want to talk to new ambassadors about and talk to, leaders about too, is utilizing these Team Plexus pages. Making sure that your ambassadors realize that, right here there's a magnifying glass where you can type in anything. Today, I was trying to figure out how many people have promoted to silver this month. And so I just typed in the word silver, and all the most recent posts that had the word silver in there popped up. That was the easiest way. You can look up, fibromyalgia, whatever, on all of these private posts. Now, again, if you had someone with fibromyalgia, you probably would screenshot it and message it to them, not post about any diseases on Facebook. We just have to be really careful of that and, using the wording. I'll be getting some training, extensive training on February 25th and 26th that I will be sure to bring back every single word back to you so that we have a clear guidance on what, we can and cannot post. This is where, every page has a files tab, and it's amazing what you will find just in the files tab. So the files tab is usually right up here, and that's where you can find all kinds of documents, and I'll show you one in just a moment. This is Jennifer Wright's team page. She always posts the team calls that they do on the Destination Diamond Dream Team. This is Celeste Gwynn's and Jen Hawkins' team page. Celeste Gwynn is the only double diamond. She's our upline, and Jen Hawkins is a diamond emerald, because you can enter, back through the whole ranks twice. But this page is huge. So while it's a great place to search for things, sometimes you'll miss the calls. So Jennifer Wright posts the calls usually. Plexus Journeys is a private ambassador page, and it is great for just looking up testimonies. Again, typing in eczema in the search column, screenshotting, something to send to someone. This is, my team page. And of course, guys, that team page, that is our team page. I don't even know why I call it my, because I started it, but that is our team page. That is where you ask a question that you don't know the answer to. I learn from your questions. We all learn from your questions. I learn from people's answers. That's for all of us to answer. If you can, help somebody, then do that. I just want to go real quick and show you these training pages that I hope that you are adding your new ambassadors to, but you have to tell them about them, because like Danielle, I've added you to this, and these are not pages that are in your news feed. So they are there only for training. So if you go up to the top of your Facebook page and type in PFDT at Plexus, or just PFDT, Plexus 101 is going to come up, and tools and training. So let's just go through, just kind of show you, an example of Plexus 101. I believe there's like 8 to 10 different posts in here. They're numbered, but some people have commented on them, so they've kind of gotten them out of order, but it's really not to comment or anything. It's really just for you to go in, learn more. Once you're done with this page, once you get it, you're done with this page. You're going to use this to help train new ambassadors. And so, I know when I was a new ambassador, I was hungry. I needed to know what I could do to learn more. And so Jennifer Wright has put, all this together, and this is like, explains the back office. And here's a YouTube video explaining the back office. And I honestly have not, looked at this YouTube video. I need to ask her to maybe update this, because it says something about setting up your direct deposit, and that's probably some of the old back office. So that one is probably not great, but this comp plan has not changed. And so, at the bottom of the comp plan is a video about the comp plan. So that is a great tool. All right. And then the PFDT tools and training is great, because again, there's keywords such as your list of 100. So, somebody was asking not too long ago about man ambassadors or whatever. I think that's just oh yeah, that's a call that you could call in, talking about the men of Plexus. Just watched this video the other day, Ellen's How to Sign Level 1 Ambassadors. It's an excellent, I believe it was like a Google Hangout or whatever. But this is all about product training. And so guys, even though we are trained, I know they're always talking about that MTHFR. That word just makes me laugh. I don't even know what that is, but so many people couldn't take the X Factor because they have this gene. And I don't even know what this is, but Rachel Nagel is the hormone queen, and she can explain it. So this is an excellent tool. So if you were to ever, have someone ask about that. So this is all just about products. And there are several things in the comments. I love Wendy Larson. She just went diamond. She's Minnesota's, I think she's Minnesota's first diamond. Rachel Rogers about acne. These are just great resources. So those are for all of us. So don't forget to use those tools. And like I said, tell your ambassadors about them. Okay, so the first thing that I feel like ambassadors need to have is their why in place. The second thing is their goals, ready, set, and written down. The third thing is starting their list of 100. The fourth thing is plugging into social media, where that's training themselves, getting, watching videos, or, starting to post on Facebook. Social media is a huge tool with Plexus. And the fifth thing that I feel like all ambassadors, and to me this is the most important, is you must have belief. And, hopefully we have a lot of people that start Plexus without having tried the products. They believed you. And so, trusted you, and they believed in that because you believed in it, they believed that maybe it could help them, whether it was for finances or whether it was for, health or whatever. But guys, I promise you that belief does not come from success. Success comes from belief. I mean, and if I can't stress that anymore, belief does not come from success. Success comes from belief. And so, when I was first getting started, I wouldn't even tell them to watch the Sonia Dudley video. I think she tells people to take like 4 or 5 probiotics, at the beginning, and people are like having yeast die off like crazy. But I watched that video over and over and over, and I would turn it off, and I would try to be Sonia in my car, and I would try to talk about the Slim, and I would, try to talk about the probiotics and the bio cleanse like she did, until I just kind of had this speech, and it just kind of flowed. Another thing you've got to have is belief in the compensation plan. And, I've just heard Sonia Dudley and Helen McFadden that have been in, top and another MLM about, their belief in the compensation plan, because they had been in another MLM, and they're like, I promise you, there is no other compensation plan like ours in Plexus. I don't really know that. I'm just going on what I've heard other ambassadors that have been in other network marketing companies or plans, that ours is unlike any others. Belief in the company, that has been the one thing that has held me strong through all of this new back office change, is remembering the first time that I felt like I'm in the right place was the convention in 2014, when I just fell in love with their belief in, their strong belief in God, their strong belief in family. The first convention, we honored the military. It just made me realize that our company has integrity. Customer service just always tries to please. The ambassador's always right, the customer's always right. And I just think about, how they run everything. And I just know for a fact that they're dying when our back office is, we think we're stressed. They're stressed. When we're stressed, they're even more stressed, So that has been, huge for me, is belief in that. Belief in network marketing. And I have to say, this is probably the one thing, if I had to choose between the 5 that I struggled in, was belief in network marketing. I was a little embarrassed at the beginning that we had chosen to use network marketing to sell a product that works, but we all know that if we would have stuck Plexus on the shelves, it would be dusty. It would not, near as many people would not be using it, because it's about relationships. They trust you. They trusted you to take the product, and they actually did and loved it, and found great results. So let me just, and the last thing, of course, is belief in yourself, which is, without that, none of this other. You can have belief in all of the other, but if you don't have belief in yourself that you can do this and you can be someone that goes to the top with this, then none of this other even matters if you have belief in that. So let me just go over a few things that you may not already know. Plexus Worldwide started in 2006. It was originally a breast health company. We had 2 products. We had the breast check kit and the breast cream. That's now called the Plexus Body Cream. And it wasn't until 2009 that Slim was introduced. It was actually introduced and they did a clinical study in 2008. I haven't ever seen that clinical study, but I read that it was for type 2 diabetics. It wasn't to lose weight. It was to help them control their blood sugars. Well, what we found is when they had level blood sugars, that they had more energy. They wanted to move more. They wanted to get off the couch more. They had less cravings. They were sleeping better. So guess what? They all started losing weight. Hence, Plexus Slim was introduced as a weight loss product because the weight loss industry is a $6 billion industry. And although we know that it is so much more than weight loss, that's how it was marketed, and that's kind of how, you know, things got started. In 2009, when Plexus Slim was launched, we had $300,000 in sales, and 3 years later, we had $36.8 million in sales. Guys, we've grown 16,457% in 3 years. We're backed by Morgan Stanley. People say, oh, this is a pyramid scheme. Guys, pyramid schemes are not backed by Morgan Stanley. We were ranked number 8 in the Inc. 500 magazine 2 years ago, and then we were ranked again this year. And, you know, we were not in number 8 because this was all about the fastest growing, but to be in the top, I can't remember what it's like, top 100 2 years in a row is huge. That says volumes about us. Guys, our company just opened a brand new headquarters in Phoenix, Arizona. It's a 73,000 square foot building, and they signed a 90-year lease on Indian territory. So we're not going anywhere. We are debt free. Now, they did take out a loan on the building because that's what worked best for you know, I don't know, like all, you know, business decisions and things, but they have the money in the bank right now to pay for that building. So, you know, it was just better for us, like tax-wise or whatever, to do that with a loan. But the fact that we can say we are debt-free, that is huge. And then, you know, they're just smart. They even power 95% of the electricity in the new company is powered by solar power. That they have like these like awning things over the parking lot where they have covered parking, and that like they're like solar panels, and that, and I just think that's really, really cool, you know. So, you know, we try to go green, and, you know, oh my gosh, we're always giving back. Toys for Tots, Wounded Warriors, you know, breast cancer research. So just an amazing company. The picture to the right is the customer service, and the picture on the bottom right is the new shipping. All right, so talking about, you know, belief, that was belief in the company, and so now we're going to go over a little bit about belief in the products. And, you know, when someone asks me, what's Plexus? I say, well, you know, for me, Plexus is amazing. We are, you know, a health and wellness company, and we have, you know, 15 products, and we specialize in, you know, getting to the root of the problem, such as blood sugars and gut health and inflammation and vitamin deficiencies. You know, for me, it helped me completely change the way I look at food. I don't drink Coke Zero anymore. I only drink water now. It's helped me with my anxiety, you know, and again, I'm not posting all this on Facebook, but I'm telling someone this. So, you know, all the things I say may not be compliant, but I'm just telling someone, you know, it's helped me with anxiety. You know, don't have the belly bloat anymore. Amazing energy, the kind that you just, you know, you wake up ready to go, and you just have to kind of make yourself go to bed at night, and then you sleep like a rock, and, you know, you just get up ready to do it again. And that was not me pre-Plexus. I didn't think I had trouble with sleep or even energy, but I did. Knowing what I know now, I absolutely did. And so, you know, it's also helped me, you know, become in a place financially that I was not before. I paid off 9 different credit cards, you know, gone on free trips, and, you know, it's just been amazing. And I'm going to be able to retire early this year from teaching. So usually they'll ask you, oh yeah, you lost weight, or you don't have any stomach issues anymore, or you're going to be able to quit teaching. You know, a lot of times people are interested in different things. Usually the first thing that they ask you about after you've told them that your testimony is what they're probably interested in. So you kind of picture someone with kind of a triangle on their head with 3 W's: weight, wellness, and wealth. And so usually what they ask you about first is usually what they might be interested in. So you just, you know, go that route with them. Okay, so we only have 15 products. And again, I talked about the files tab on the any of the team pages, but on the FFF team pages, here is a list of everything I'm gonna go over tonight. People don't care that you don't know all the science details. You know, Facts tell, but stories sell. Sorry, facts tell, but stories sell. And so someone may say, why does it help migraines? I don't know why it helps migraines, but I can give you 3 names that I can put you in contact with right now that started the Slim that do not have to take their migraine medications anymore. One of my friends actually would have, almost one every single day, and it knocked hers down to 2 or 3 a month. That is life changing. I don't know about you, but if you've ever had a migraine, I've only had one in my life, and it was the most miserable thing. So to only have 2 or 3 going down, knocked down from 30, I would try anything. And that's how you would sell, someone on, the Slim or whatever for migraines. Just be real with them. Give them stories. All right, the most popular combo is the Triplex combo. This is the Plexus Slim that we talked about just a few minutes ago, the ProBio 5 and the BioCleanse. And again, the Slim is for level blood sugars and inflammation. All right, so it also, you can make claims on Slim as far as weight loss, cholesterol, high blood pressure, because those are things, anything that's mentioned on the website, you can pretty much, post about. And so there are people that have way lower triglyceride levels, cholesterol levels, high blood pressure levels just from taking the Slim. That's what the chlorogenic acid helps with, the level blood sugars. And the alpha lipoic acid helps with inflammation. So that's why people can start the Triplex and their knee stops hurting. Or, they just start having, people that have inflammation in their body, that leads to disease, as well as level blood sugars. Level blood sugars leads to heart issues. It leads to dementia. I just studied it one day, and I was like amazed at all of the things that when your blood sugars are up and down, up and down, up and down all the time, it just wreaks havoc on your body. And so what happens when your blood sugars are level, then you don't have those crazy cravings and, anxiety and stress and emotions and, all of that. We have people that it's leveled their hormones as well. All right, let me have a sip of water. Okay, and then the ProBio 5 and the BioCleanse are just, again, I didn't even know about gut health. And I used to get like 13 subscription to magazines. I said I didn't have time. If I had time to read 13 health magazines, I guess I did have time. But I never really remembered reading about gut health. And I guess if it did say gut health, I changed the page because I thought gut meant you had, stomach issues. And I didn't really have stomach issues. I mean, I would be bloated, but I thought that would be normal at the end of the day, So, there really is such thing as something called leaky gut. And, if you don't believe me, just Google it. You can Google leaky gut, and y'all, I'm not kidding you, leaky gut athlete's foot, leaky gut eczema, leaky gut. I even Googled leaky gut bunions. You better believe that it's related. Why did I Google leaky gut bunions? Because the bunions that I've always had issues with, you can ask Stephanie, I would have, and Crystal, and my workout, I would talk to Suzanne about bunion issues. I mean, because sometimes my bunions would be killing me. And it wasn't until about, 6 months after being on all the products that I realized I haven't had any bunion issues. And I don't know what product it is. I'm thinking it's the probiotic and the BioCleanse. I don't know. It could be the inflammation from the Slim, but I have not had any bunion flare-ups since then. That makes me sound so old, bunion problems. But anyway, I don't think it's age, y'all. Anyway, so back to leaky gut, and I started getting off task when I said leaky gut. Google it, type something behind it. But everyone's colon door should be like a steel door. We're all born with this minute amount of bacteria inside our colon in the steel door, and scientists think that's to break down our body when we die. Well, over time, we have given our kids antibiotics. We've taken antibiotics as young kids. We've eaten sugar. We drank alcohol, taken birth control, taken NSAIDs such as Motrin and ibuprofen and things like that, taken prescription drugs. That completely unbalances the healthy gut flora. And that good bacteria is now overcome with bad bacteria. That bad bacteria kind of eats through that steel door, making it kind of like a screen door, kind of perforating it. And so some of that bad bacteria gets out into our bloodstream, and it just It wreaks havoc on our bodies. A lot of times it comes out first with skin issues. So that's why you can see kids having eczema and athlete's foot and things like that. Acne is linked to leaky gut. Something else that leads to leaky gut is stress, and that hormone that is induced when we have that stress. And it is just amazing the things that we have put in our body, and sometimes they're antibiotics, things that we have to have, but in the meantime they kill that good bacteria. So the probiotic actually has a couple of ingredients. One actually puts the good bacteria in there, but we also have an ingredient that actually rids the yeast, which is key. A lot of probiotics that are out on the counters, that they don't have that. And that's why we are seeing a difference when people are trying our probiotic as opposed to other probiotics. And the BioCleanse is just kind of like taking all those toxins out of our body. It also, it's kind of like the trash truck. All that dead yeast, it takes it out. People love the BioCleanse and the ProBio together. It helps them use the restroom. And I did not realize before I started Plexus, and I'm sure I've never talked about poop more in my life than after becoming a Plexus ambassador. I said poop. But it's just amazing how many people were in my life, friends of mine, that didn't go to the bathroom once a day. I mean, once a week maybe. And so this has been a true godsend for them. But the BioCleanse, guys, also, and this is mostly magnesium, and you can Google magnesium deficiencies. Most of us are deficient in magnesium. Dr. Oz calls it the miracle mineral, and most of us don't get enough of it. But the one thing, I can't remember who it was, I think it was Kelly Norman, took all the Plexus products to her holistic doctor, and she said, what do you think about all these? I think they're all great. If you had to choose one, which one would you think would be the best product? And he said, in my opinion, it would be the BioCleanse because of the oxygenating properties in it. Because when your body has an oxygen-rich environment, cancer cells cannot survive. They did a study of that back in like 1912 or something like that. So those three products are they get to the root of the system, guys. I mean, the root of the problems, that leveling blood sugars, inflammation, and gut health. These next products really help with the vitamin deficiency part of Plexus. We've got the X Factor, which is just a turbocharged vitamin, and it has this patented aloe blend. And when you ingest aloe with vitamins, you can absorb up to 300% more. That's why some people say, y'all, X Factor is my favorite product. I know for me, it has just made my hair and eyelashes and nails grow. The Mega X, which is, an omega, a 3, 6, 9, 5, and 7. I swear my hair is a different texture now. It is just, it's just healthier. It's, I have really dry, coarse, brittle hair, and it is just, it's just different. And my nails are just hard. And so many people are taking this Mega X at night. I started taking it at night, but I was already sleeping great. And y'all, I wake up going, oh my gosh, it's time to wake up. I don't even remember sleeping. I mean, I sleep that hard. It is actually not made with fish oils like your typical omega is. It's actually made with the ahi flour, and so you don't have the fishy burp. So it's pretty amazing supplement for that. And that's vitamins are the #1 selling supplement, and omegas are the second selling supplement. You've got X Factor for kids. The only thing about it, it's chewable. The kids love it, but it does not have the aloe in it. So as soon as your kids will be able to swallow a capsule, I would certainly have them, on the X Factor. And then the P96, those are our protein shakes. There's 12 to a package. They have 15 grams of protein. I believe they have 0 grams of sugar, maybe 2 grams of carbs or something like that. Amazing. I actually have never been a shake girl. Never have I drank my breakfast ever, and I am in love with these. And my husband is so upset right now because we're out of chocolate, and he is sure that he can't even drink the vanilla. He likes the chocolate so much. So every morning, either he makes my shake or I make a shake, but we both put a cup of coconut milk in there, and we put a handful. When he does chocolate, he does strawberries and bananas, and I have a mixed berry blend, antioxidant blend with blackberries and raspberries and one other berry, blueberries in mine, and I pour the slim packet in there, add a few little hemp seeds, thanks Stephanie Fingernail, and you know, just blend that up. And my shake, and I probably put a little bit too much fruit in there. I probably put about a cup of fruit in there, but my shake is so thick and it kind of comes up. It's beautiful. I mean, feel like I'm like this little shake connoisseur now. Like every day I tell my husband, I'm like, did you see this one? This one is really pretty, like perfect. You know, I'm rounded. Anyway, just makes me happy. It's like good and it's big and it takes me the whole 30 minutes to drink it. So I feel satisfied. I think if it weren't thick enough for me and I just slurped it down, I wouldn't feel as satisfied. So for me, I like to eat a long time apparently. All right. So the next 3 products are for our weight loss system. So we have a brand new accelerator bottle, but it's the exact same formula. And Boost and Block are kind of our newer products. The weight loss product, as far as, you know, speeding up metabolism or, you know, heating up your body temperature, those are Accelerator or Boost. Both of Accelerator and Boost are not recommended for people with heart issues, high blood pressure, people that or women that are pregnant or nursing. The Accelerator Plus is actually a product that speeds up your metabolism. Both of Accelerator and Boost have about a couple coffees worth of caffeine, natural caffeine. And so, you know, you just want to start someone with one of these. I can only take one Boost. I can take 2 Accelerator. Now, the Accelerator actually works synergistically with the Slim. It is meant to be taken with the Slim, whereas the Boost can be a standalone product. The Accelerator also has an ingredient called 5-HTP that kind of induces the happy serotonin, the happy hormone. So you have to be careful with somebody taking antidepressants or things like that. There are people that have high blood pressure that theirs are controlled and it's really good and they are on Accelerator or Boost, but that is up to them. You tell them they need to contact their doctor. Boost is actually a thermogenic. You can read about thermogenics. You can buy thermogenics at GNC. It's made from a cactus plant. It's been used for years by tribal Indians, and it was used to help suppress hunger and like increase energy. And so people that are really loving this are men and athletes for some reason, or people that are working out. I have friends that swear they'll take a Boost before they work out, and like it just they burn so many more calories than when they don't take a Boost. So both of those products are just for weight loss, and they are either or. You are either going to take Accelerator or you're going to take Boost, not both. Now you can add Block with the Accelerator or the Boost. And the Block is just, you know, a product that helps, you know, keep 48% of sugars and starches from turning into, converting into glucose, and glucose just converts to fat. And it's derived from the white kidney bean and, you know, a brown seaweed, all natural. It does have a tad of iodine in it, so I don't believe it's recommended for nursing moms, but I don't think it's very much. All right, the Ease line is kind of or the Plexus Ease and the Plexus Nerve is kind of our pain relief line. You've got the Plexus Ease Cream and the Plexus Ease Capsules. And these are kind of an outside, inside, you know, pain relief system. So the outside system is the cream. And, you know, it's kind of like an icy hot. People love that. People swear that they can rub it on their temples, or, you know, or the back of their neck if they feel a headache coming on. I was just talking to someone just last night. It's not even on my team, that loves, you know, the Ease just for that. The Ease capsules are going to replace your Tylenol. And guys, these are not, they are not harmful to your liver like the NSAIDs and, you know, Motrin and Aleve and things like that. These can be taken every single day. My son and husband both take a Nerve and an Ease capsule every single day just to keep it in their system because of, you know, injuries from sports and things like that. Now, I will tell you that both the Ease Cream and the Ease Capsule have the green-lipped mussel, so anyone with shellfish allergies does not need to take those, and so that's important that they know that. The Plexus Nerve is a product that would help people that have like chronic nerve pain, chronic neck pain, people that have have had back surgeries, people that have the tingling feeling where their arms are going to sleep, or the pins and needles sensation. People are loving that. And, you know, it actually has a product in there that helps regenerate the nerve. So, you know, this is a product that's one of its kind. And then we do have the new Ease samples. But again, you got to make sure you're not just giving those out like candy. I know last year, Braden and Jennifer Wright's daughter and Becky Walton's daughter and Krista's son, they were at track meet just squirting kids down with the Ease. And we realized, we're like, oh my gosh, what if kids have like a shellfish allergy? We're like, you got to ask them before you squirt them down and kill them. So anyway, and then we're going to end with our last two products, which is what Plexus began with. The Plexus Breast Check Kit is, if you want to know more about it and how it works, you can Google the Plexus Breast Check Kit, and there's a short video on Doctors TV that actually featured this on their program. And, you know, it actually just magnifies, you know, like maybe a grain of salt may feel like a grain of sea salt, you know, so it's not a huge difference, but, you know, it will help detect hopefully more than if you didn't have that. And then the Plexus body cream used to be the Plexus breast cream. And, you know, I have my own theory of, you know, they would tell you to rub it on your breast to like oxygenate your breast. And I think people just had extra left over and they just kind of went all over the place, and they started noticing, you know, their skin got better and, you know, less brown spots and wrinkles. And I use this a lot in the summertime for sunburns. And so people are using it for scars and all kinds of things. So those are mainly our products. And I just want to end, you know, talking about our products by saying, you know, one thing I can say about all the products is they work differently for everyone. You never know what product, like I take 2 block. Krista last night, she said, I can't remember if I took a block. Give me another one. She took 2 block and it kills her stomach. She's done that twice around me. And I mean, she's like, I don't know if I remember last night at the party, Quanah, she was just like, I gotta go to the bathroom. My stomach's hurting. Like I feel bloated. I don't know if I need to use the bathroom. If I don't need to use the bathroom, it's so funny to me. And I take 2 every time. Some people can take 2 boosts. I could never take 2 boosts. So the one thing that you need to talk about with your customers is that, hey, I'm going to be checking in with you on the products. I want to make sure that everything is going good with you. And so what we learned at Super Saturday from Vincent Orlick was that blocking objections is key. So if you raise the objection, then you control the objection. But if someone comes to you, they raise the objection first, then you're going to find yourself trying to defend the products and defend everything. So it's so important. If you'll just think of, you know, Follow-Up Friday, to follow up with your customers. Just text them and ask them things in a positive manner like, how are you loving your triplex? Now that you've started Mega X, what are you liking about it? Now that you've added ProBio 5 and the Bio Cleanse, tell me what you think is different. How, you know, what are you liking? Are you having any non-scale victories if they say they're not losing weight? You know, so just kind of direct them. But remember, they contacted you because they trusted you, because you were their friend. So don't all of a sudden drop them as a friend, become their Plexus ambassador, and never check on them again. You treat your customers like gold. This is so important. And I mean, I've learned my lesson. You can see my list of customers, and I had some that stuck with me for a long time, you know, but I have some that didn't stick with me long at the beginning because I was scared to contact them. And guys, if you set it up from the beginning saying, hey, we may have to tweak something. Guys, if you tell them to take ProBio 5 and Bio Cleanse at night and they're not able to sleep at night, it's probably the Bio Cleanse. Some people, it gives them energy and they can't sleep at night. Simple as moving it, okay? I mean, we just need to figure out what we can tweak to help them, and they will appreciate that and stick with you longer if you do that. Okay, so the next thing is belief in the compensation plan. And guys, I just want to tell you that, you know, I don't know if you know this, but 75% of American people are living paycheck to paycheck, and 60% of people don't even have any money in savings. I mean, right here, that was me pre-Plexus. And, you know, I look at the ranks that I have hit. And every time I hit that rank, I remember how amazing that was for me. My first paycheck with Plexus was $300. That was in December of 2013. I had started November 14th and worked 2 weeks, got a few customers, and my first check was $300. And y'all, that kept me from putting $300 on credit cards. Now, I still use credit cards, don't get me wrong. There was no way I could buy my whole family and all the cousins that we buy for, Christmas on $300. But that was huge for me. So I was not, I came silver ambassador in December, but I don't think I was silver at the time I got my first paycheck. That first paycheck was huge. So I don't want you to look at that chart thinking, oh my gosh, it'd be so nice to make $119,000 a year. Guys, it was so nice to make $300 the first time. That was a game changer for me. My second check was $800, and that was huge. I actually got to pay some of the credit card bills back, from that check. It has just been month after month after month. I don't care how much it is. It has been a true blessing, from the car to the trips to the whatever, because this compensation plan is no doubt all that. So I want to go real quick to the compensation plan that you can find in your back office. And I want to show you that, the first ways that you're going to get paid is by getting customers or buying products yourself, by getting your PV, which stands for personal volume. So you do not make any money. You make 0% commission on $0 to $99. So you don't get paid on the first $100. But once you go from $100 to $499.99, you get 15%. If you are ever close, so any of you right now, if you're close to $500 PV, it's worth it to go. I did a breakdown for an ambassador just this morning. It is worth it to go and buy. She was, I believe, less than $20. She was at $483. And I said, if you just go buy one breakfast, P96, you get $20 PV. Your commission on that is $100. Right now, your commission's $54. So you just bought a product. You just bought breakfast for 12 days, and you just got paid $100 as opposed to $54. That's a big difference. She was trying to explain to her husband why she needed to buy another product, because you'll make more money as soon as you hit that 500 PV. So that's why it's super important for you to help your new ambassadors reach that goal of 500 PV, because that's when they start seeing, wait a second, I didn't even sell that many products. 3 or 4 triplexes, guys, that will get your customer, especially if they have preferred, customers, you can make about $50 a customer, $50 to $60 a customer if they're buying triplex or maybe an X Factor too, if they're ordering preferred. So if you'll look up here in this box right here, the preferred customer bonuses, that's what I'm talking about. Every time someone orders, say, the triplex, you're going to get $20 bonus on top of this commission. This is the second way that you get paid right off the bat. So every single month that their order ships, you get that same bonus every single month, and they really, really add up. So like I was talking earlier, you've got new customers, they're ordering, they're liking it, you're checking in with them, they're like really, liking it, and they're saying, I was going to tell my friend about this. That's when you kind of start thinking about them becoming an ambassador for you, starting on your team. So you have ambassadors. You get paid on levels 1 through 7, okay? As soon as you get 3 ambassadors, you become a silver ambassador, and you make a one-time achievement bonus of $100, okay? So with those 3 ambassadors, you're also making 5% commission on anything they sell. So anybody that you personally sponsor, when they get their PV, whatever it is, say it's, $500, $500 PV, you would get 5% of that. Again, you don't get paid on the first 100, but let's just say roughly that would be about $25. But this is from every ambassador. Stephanie has, over $1,000 PV this month, and so I'm going to get $50. Thanks, Stephanie, off of that. So that adds up. The more level 1s that you have, and the higher that their PV gets, you get paid on that. And so every time you rank up, you have these one-time achievement bonuses. Okay. Now, as soon as you get a new ambassador and that you want them to order a welcome pack, because the success kit is the bomb.com. It is amazing. So cool. Even comes with a cute little bracelet. So if they order the $99 welcome pack, that following Friday, or maybe the next Friday, I'm not sure exactly when the cutoff is, you will get $25. You get, I don't think it says it on here, 25%. No, it doesn't. You get 25%. It says it right here. 25% of their welcome pack. But if, we have $199 welcome pack, especially if, their spouses are going to be taking, or they want to try everything, then you're going to receive $50, and you get paid that on levels 1 through 4. Okay. So, that's just pretty awesome. So, any welcome pack, any new ambassador that say Stephanie signs up, or Quanta signs up, or even Crystal signs up. Crystal's my level 2. So I still get paid from her new ambassadors buying welcome packs as well. When you get all of these ambassadors, so we've talked about, let's just, I'm not going to keep going too deep, but I have to mention this next point. So we've talked about you getting commission from PV, which is personal volume. I've talked about you getting 5% commission on your level 1's personal volume. I've talked about how when you sign a new ambassador, you get a portion of the welcome pack. I've talked about preferred customer bonuses that you get every single month. I've talked about when you reach these ranks, you get these one-time achievement bonuses. You can even fast start some of these ranks and get double this. That's another way to get paid. But guys, here is the baby right here. Plexus pay points earned by level. On levels 1 through 3, you get 5 pay points. Level 4, you get 4. You can see how it decreases. Level 5, you get 3 points. Level 6, you get 2. Level 7, you get 1. Plexus designed this so that you do have to put in some work. Yes, you can have a rock star, but if your rock star is a level 7, you probably don't even know them, or even know them. But they're only giving you 1 point every time. Well, actually, if you had a level 7 and they're a rock star, they're giving people they sign are giving you no points. So that is why, it's good. You need to build your business wide. You're not going to stack people under people. So these pay points, what these are points they've assigned to your ambassadors that you've personally signed, or helped your personal ambassadors help them sign. Okay. We'll talk about the power of 3 next. But these pay points are where it really adds up. So the company has a formula. They take how much personal volume was sold in the whole month of Plexus, the whole month with Plexus. They divide that with a formula of how many ambassadors are, and they take the half of that and they divide it, and they come up with some dollar amount to give each pay point. In November, our pay point was $3. And so let's just say it's $3 for the sake of easier math. I just teach 3rd grade. So if you're a gold ambassador, you will have 100 points. You do not have to have, that's basically 20 ambassadors. You do not have to have signed all of those 20 yourself. You just have to have signed 3 ambassadors personally yourself at gold. But your ambassadors could sign people. So if you have 20 people, levels 1 through 3, then they've given you 100 points. Well, 100 points times $3, that is $300. Guys, that's a $300 bonus each month. That's not including preferred customer bonuses, them signing up with welcome packs, getting 5% of their PV, getting 25% of your PV. Guys, our compensation plan pays 11 different ways. I was thinking products, 11 different ways. So you can see here, for me to go Emerald Ambassador was 1,500 points. Well, 1,500 times $3 is $4,500 a month just in pay points. So, when I first got started, I thought money was all on the customers, and, I wouldn't do anything any differently, but I signed a lot of customers. I probably should have tried to pull them over to ambassadors sooner, but that's how I just realized that you do need to add ambassadors. But I tell you, the best ambassadors are happy customers first. So Let me go back to the slideshow. So basically, there are other ways of getting paid, such as, you know, the Lexus program, such as when you become an emerald, sapphire, or a diamond, you get into a different profit sharing pool. So with when you become an emerald, you get 3% of, you know, the company's profit. It's just crazy, and you get that every single month. And they divide that by how many ambassadors, how many emeralds there are. When you get to be sapphire, you get another percentage, and then when you get to be diamond, you get another percentage. So that's 5% every single month. They're not one-time achievement. And the most amazing part about this is once you reach the top of that staircase, diamond, you get to start all over again under yourself and do it again. So Celeste Gwynn, which is our upline, is the first double diamond, and she is not one of the first ambassadors. So this is just, again, another way to show, you know, stress to someone that we are not a pyramid scheme. Number one, pyramid schemes don't even have products. We have a product that works, but you can't you just keep pushing people up on a pyramid scheme. So I cannot stress to you how important the power of 3 is. You just need 3 ambassadors, and you pour into those 3 ambassadors, giving them all your knowledge, giving them all the tools, all the places that they can search, making them believe in themselves, believe in the compensation plan, you know, having their why. You go through this training basically with them, and, you know, stress to them about just adding 3 people. Once they get to silver, they're going to go to silver. So I figured this out at Super Saturday the other day. So this is really kind of amazing. You know, and they did this little thing at Super Saturday where they picked 3 people from the audience, and those 3 people stood up and they went and got 3 people, and then those 3 people went and got 3 people, and this went on for about, I don't know, 5 minutes, and, you know, half the room was standing. It was crazy to see how powerful the power of 3 is. And so I'm just going to write this down. So say I got 3 people. Okay, I just became a silver ambassador getting 3 people. My 3 people got 3 people. So that is 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm at 12 ambassadors. So say 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Of those 3 people that they got, only one of them went and got 3 people. You're gold. You're gold. I mean, you know, you just got to pour into, and I know it's hard because Quan and I've talked about this, when you have teammates that you can't get to attend the Zooms. I mean, clearly you girls are the people that you wish you had under you, you know? It's hard. Sometimes it is a lack of belief in the products. Treat your new ambassadors like customers. A lot of times it's a belief in, you know, belief in themselves, belief in the fact that, you know, sharing on Facebook could do something, belief in the fact that it's a network marketing. But guys, I'm just telling you, go find your rock stars, but do not forget to be one yourself. They say, you know, to be an Emerald ambassador, you usually have about 40 level 1s, and you know, and that's really about true for me. I've signed 70, but I would say about 40 are 40 to 45 are active, you know, because some of them just started it just for the product. There were some that I can honestly say, if I might have supported them a little bit better starting out, that they might still be around. I don't know, but, you know, again, I can't look at it as my fault. You know, they have to want it for themselves, because you know, Jennifer Wright and I certainly, you know, started training ourselves when we first got started. So, you know, there's no one to blame. But, you know, I just think that there's a lot of things that if I'd known now, all this training, oh my goodness, I would have really, if I really understood this power of 3, I would have really, really, really poured into my first 3 ambassadors even more. So, you know, guys, the perks in Plexus, I cannot stress how amazing convention is. And I know for a fact that it will be top of the line in Las Vegas with all of, you know, the capabilities of that place. You know, we have a huge, you know, hotel, you know, Alec was talking the other day about how, a lot of MLM companies, they charge their $89 for their convention fee, and, they make a little money or break even. Alec's like, oh no, we lose money on convention because we want it to be a one-of-a-kind experience. We want it to be something we walk away, you are motivated, you are believing in yourself. So even if you don't come to learn about the Plexus business, you go to believe in yourself, because some of those speakers, Rita Davenport that we heard at Leaders Retreat, is funny. Like, I was laughing. Last year, Les Brown at convention, I mean, seriously, standing up in my seat, amen. People that make you a better person. I love people like that. And that's all, and it just gives you the training too. And you see so many people, and, you'll run into somebody that says, I've been a silver ambassador for 2 years. And you're like, really? Okay. And you're still in it. There's just people that you connect with. There are people that you hear the testimonies and how Plexus has changed their life. I mean, it truly puts all the belief into those few days. It just builds it for you. And so, I would never miss convention. So if there's any way you can, we still have plenty of time to start saving money and sharing rooms. But I tell you, the trips are first class, the way they do everything. And, I always say this, I had no idea when signing up for Plexus I would get relationships. I mean, it has been amazing to me that I've been through, things, and I've been with my ambassadors, that even contacting Danielle, when her mom died, Danielle and I, how we came together was a fate thing. And it's just moving to me. I tell people all the time, I understand how people fall in love on Match.com, because I fall in love with my ambassadors. I really do. It's just amazing to me that we have these relationships, that I know that Beth took forever to sell her house and had all that stress and all those things. I know that. I know what Katie's been through. I'm so excited for Katie and her new boyfriend. And, I love all of this. I love Charlotte's story. Ronice, I love your story, just the passion that you're sharing with, and Charlotte, your story with your little girl. It's just so amazing to me that I truly call all of these people friends. That has been one of my biggest Plexus blessings. So I'm going to share my screen one more time. We're almost done. So the next thing about belief is just believing in network marketing, guys. Network marketing. This was my biggest struggle. I'm going to say that. But I'm realizing now that network marketing is just living a few years of your life like most people won't, so that you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't. Okay. I will tell you that I have taken too much time away from my family working Plexus. When I first got started, it kind of started consuming me, and I cannot get those years back. I asked Kevin and Braden just the other day, guys, if we had to do this all over again, would we do it? And they both said, absolutely, yes. Because we have been able to, do things as a family that we could not do before. It just the stress off of, mine and my husband's relationship because of, financial issues. My stomach, just the products themselves, are just amazing for our health. We feel better. We have less anxiety in this house, less belly bloat. It's just, the relationships, golly, y'all, I believe in network marketing. I'm proud to say it now, that when someone asks, what do you do? I can say I'm a network marketer, and pretty soon that's what I'm going to say my job is. And I'm going to be proud of it. I mean, look at these numbers. The NFL is a $9.5 billion industry. The network marketing is a $167 billion industry. And it's really genius, people that have these good products, because I buy skincare, I buy mascara from network marketers. And guess what? Those products are good. They're not crappy products, and I realized that they used network marketing because they knew that you would try them because their friends were selling them. And that's exactly how I got turned on to some of the products that I use. So that's just amazing to me. I would never have tried Plexus. I saw Plexus in some friends' news feed, but I wasn't really that good of friends with them. And so I just kind of was watching. I was reading, and I thought, what is that? Jennifer Wright comes to me with Plexus. I tried. What? I'd seen it 2 or 3 months before that in my news feed, but because Jennifer, mentioned it to me, I thought, well, what the heck not? And this is how much I believed in her. I split it with Piper and ordered retail. So that's how much I believed in it. But I didn't even buy a full month or go preferred. So anyway, a point is that network marketing is about relationships. People chose you to order from. So again, follow up with those customers. And then I want to point out too, there's a few books at the bottom that I put down here. Rock Your Network Marketing Business is by, on the bottom left-hand corner, is by Sarah Robbins. She's actually head of Rodan and Fields Skincare, but she has some amazing, it's not meant for you. It's meant for you as a new network marketer to read. She was a kindergarten teacher, and she talks about how she used to work her Plexus business on her lunch breaks. She worked it in her nooks and crannies. So I remember reading that completely just resonating with me, because that's all I had was a lunch break or stoplights or at a doctor's appointment with my son or whatever, So, anytime you can work your business, you can. But these are some great tips. The Flip-Flop CEO and the 4-Year Career both will help you build your belief in network marketing. And then one of my favorite books that I've read, I like easy reads, I'm going to admit, is Millionaire by Halftime. And it's by Presley Swaggerty. And he is he was a basketball coach in Flower Mound, Texas, I believe. And I love his story about him being so broke that he said, like Wednesdays were chicken fried steak day at school. And, Quanta knows how I am with hamburger day at school. I love hamburger day. And if I didn't have money on hamburger day, I would do what Presley Swaggerty would do. One time he said it was chicken fried steak day. He went to his, he had no money. He went to his old Toyota beat up truck. He's a coach. And goes to dig in the ashtray. It's back when they had ashtrays. He said, yeah, I didn't smoke. He said, I used it for my change. He said, and I'm digging all the change on my ashtray to go buy this chicken fried steak. Because it's chicken fried steak day. He doesn't even have enough change in his ashtray to even buy chicken fried steak. And he said it was at that moment I realized there's got to be a better way. There has got to be a better way. We should not be having to dig around for change for chicken fried steak day, y'all. So anyway, just belief in network marketing is huge. But again, above all, belief in yourself is everything. You have to trust that God is taking you on a new path if you are on this Zoom tonight. Okay? I cannot tell you how many people have told me that they truly think that God dropped Plexus in their lap. And the way that he did that. Stephanie and Crystal and I were not even friends before Plexus. We were, go back. We were not friends before we started working out together. And we became friends and relationships. And so I was just drinking the drink. I don't even think I was even selling it at the time when I mentioned to both of them. And so, it's just so funny to me that I think that all of this is played out, lives are being changed, and I know that he had a hand in all of that, so you just have to think that, or whatever you believe in. But for me, that's what it is, because I usually, when I'm about to jump into anything, I will ask 18 people, maybe some strangers too. Do you think I should do this? You think I should do this? I did not do that in Plexus. I did it on my own. I didn't tell my husband. I didn't ask Krista. I didn't tell Stephanie and, Crystal that I was going to do it. I just did it. I don't even know. And I really didn't even have the money to be doing it. But it's just crazy that something pushed me, and I know what that something was. And so I look up at that chalkboard at the top. That's one of my, all of these things are one of my favorite graphics. But I look at all around the chalkboard about, actually looking inside the circle of your comfort zone about fear, just getting by, just living life. I mean, guys, I was happy before Plexus, but there was a lot more month at the end of the paycheck. And, we were just surviving. But now it is just so exciting to, have you know, this extra happiness and just, you know, just the freedom of so many different things. I love helping people. I love watching others succeed. This is a whole nother world for me. And it's just so awesome. And so I look down at the bottom of the bottom graphic about the iceberg. You know, this is what success looks like. You have no idea. You know, people compare themselves to diamonds all the time. Guys, don't compare yourself. If you look at me, you're like, oh, I wish I was an emerald. Guys, I promise you, I have a whole lot more white line ambassadors than you do. I promise you, I've had more people tell me no than you have, you know, and that's what diamonds are. You don't see what's underneath their little ice, you know, their iceberg. It's a huge, you know, disbelief and failure and, you know, no's and all those things, but just trust. Don't doubt. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. And then I love, you know, the little mind picking graphic, you know, just about that moment when, and I don't care if this is with your diet or this is with, you know, your business or whatever, but that moment that you're about to quit is usually when the magic is just about to happen. So anyway, just, you know, it's just so important to believe in yourself. And this is my all-time favorite, you know, and especially for new ambassadors, you know, you can't be that kid standing at the top of the water slide overthinking it, guys. You've just got to go down the chute. And I will just say that too many of us are just not living our dreams because we're living our fears. That's from Les Brown, and I love that. And guys, if you want success, you've got to start thinking about yourself as success. You've got to, you know, get out of your own way. And I can't stress to you that no matter where you are, that's just the biggest thing. And so, looking at the time, 9:22. That was an hour and 22 minutes. So I'm going to unmute everybody. And so, okay, that was it. Oh, wait, let me stop recording.